reason why you probably clicked on this video today is because of one of two reasons. The very first reason is because you went to go drive your car and decided for the very first time in 3.5 days you were going to use your blinker. But you went to go use your blinker and notice when you click it one way that it's going ridiculously fast. Then when you click it the other way, it's going at the normal pace. So you're like, what the fuck? Then the other reason as to why you probably clicked on this video as well is because you want to upgrade your turn signal light to a white LED or just install a brand new bulb with your OEM amber light. I currently right now have the white turn signal lights, but I don't know if you guys can notice it. That light is flickering over on the left side compared to this side right here. When I use it, it is very bright. There's one of two ways that you're able to tackle this. One way I have tried and the other way I have not tried at all. When I was discussing this with my buddy Joe, he said that you might be able to access it through your fender well. So we're gonna try that today, even though I really don't want to because it's a lot of extra steps, but it's a lot better than the way I'm about to show you guys right here. And to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about, you'll see that whenever I use the turn signal, I'll click it to the left, and it's at a normal pace and it's pretty slow. When I turn it to the right, that thing goes ridiculously fast. You might also notice it back here too, because whenever you look at your turn signal lights over on the Mustang, it should be a sequential 1, 2, 3 across each beam of those LEDs. And while this one is the one that's currently working, I'll click it over on the left side and you'll notice that this is how it's supposed to look. And that is another way to tell that your light is going out. But as you can see right here, that light went bad, and then also right here too, you can see that that light's blinking. And just a second ago, you guys could see that the light was working because I was unlocking and locking my car and that light was turning on and off. Literally identical to the ones that I have, and they're the same exact company. These should fit right in nice and easy. These are universal. Once you pop open your hood, you will notice there's not too much room in this engine bay at all. And no, removing this is not going to help at all because you'll notice that the structure of the car is in the way. Now, the first possible thing you could do is reach your hand in here, twist the bulb, and try your best to be able to get it out. The issue though is twisting it, because you can grab onto it, but the moment your hand's all cattywampus and all over the place, it's almost damn near impossible to do it. Now, the other way that we're going to try as well is reaching our hands right here into this little gap, and we're going to be able to access this gap by going to the side of the car, turning the wheel, and removing the fender liner just ever so slightly where I can get my hand in there, get to the bulb, and be able to twist it off, put the new one, and just go on with our day. Our goal is to get to that gray plug right there, lift up the red tab, and be able to pull it out. Once you remove these 3 screws off, you will notice that mine are just a tad bit different, only because I ended up grabbing these like out of like the trash or like a drawer off like a vacuum machine. I don't even remember where I got these at, but they did not come with the car whatsoever. But you'll notice so at the moment you remove those 3 tabs, which will be plastic ones for you guys, you'll pull this back with a little bit of force, and you'll notice right over up top, you can see where the turn signal light would be with that little red tab over in the left corner right behind that little wire. And once you pull up over on this red tab, all you should be able to do is twist this nice and easy, and it comes right out. But there really isn't anything wrong with this LED from the visual looks of it. They probably just go bad over a certain amount of hours being used, which I'm surprised that this one went out as quick as it did, because I think it said like 100,000 hours, whatever it is, but it doesn't matter. We're getting rid of that anyway. And once we pop open these bad boys, everything should go in nice and smoothly and look absolutely amazing. There's a very obvious difference if you don't already notice already. And the very first thing you might notice is the fact that there's only 1 prong right here compared to the 2. When we flip it to the other side, there's 2, and there's also 2 on that side. And when you compare the 3 lights, this one right here is the one I had in the car for about 4 years already, and you can see compared to the new one we're about to put in, that this one had a black ring around the top compared to this one. This one looks a little bit more fresh. This one doesn't really look like it had too much damage, but obviously, as you guys saw in the previous clips, that the lights weren't working properly as they should have, and especially when I'm using my blinker, this should definitely be able to eliminate that rapid pace problem. And then this one right here, this is the original bulb that came on the car that a lot of you guys probably already have in your car now, and as you can see, if you compare all of them, that all the bottom ends all match to one another, so I should have absolutely no problem putting this brand new one in. And what I like to do before I plug everything all back in is to make sure the lights are properly working, because the last thing you want to do is take everything all back out just because the bulb needed to be flipped, or there's something that's wrong that you just currently don't know about. So it's good to have everything already out and test the bulb, and then once it's good, we can plug everything all back in. All right, we're gonna turn it to the left, which is the side that was already good. Then we're gonna click it to the right, and you can see it's all back to normal. And real quick, something I like to do over on my car whenever I have to go ahead and take off the fender liner for any reason is going ahead and throwing a zip tie from the fender liner over onto the end of the bumpers. And the reason why I do that is because if you notice, even on your car, is that this section likes to always pop out. And it drives me absolutely crazy because I want to have that nice clean fitment, and I'm not able to do so if the bumper's sticking out. You throw a zip tie right here and you drill 2 holes at the end of the bumper as well as into the fender liner. Zip tie it tight. It likes to sit nice and flush. Zip tie. Keep going with it, get it. You can see you're not having that issue of the bumper popping out anymore. And yes, it is a pain in the ass, but it is definitely worth your time. And in honor of this shit show we just ended up having to deal with a second ago, I was giving it a little bit of thought after putting these in, and I'm like, you know what? I guarantee there's a lot of you out there that would love to have these for your Mustang, or were even curious what they would look like over on your Mustang. And I had a brilliant idea of thinking about giving away a pair of these lights to one of you guys. So what we're gonna end up doing is at 2,000 subscribers, right now we are at $18.99. We are literally right there. You guys don't really have to do much. Just subscribe, like, share these videos, and we can get there in no time. 2,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away a lucky one of you guys are gonna get a pair of these white turn signal lights for your Mustang at no cost at all. I love these, and I guarantee that you are gonna love them that much more as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys learned something out of it, and I will see you guys in the next one.